To remove discord, confusion, lack, and limitation, you must remove the cause. And the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind, your objective mind, in your objective world. So in other words, you are thinking and picturing in your mind. You are living in a fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thoughts form the mold or matrix through which the infinite intelligence, wisdom, vital forces, and energies of your subconscious flow. The practical application of the laws of your mind is, as illustrated in the chapter of this book, will cause you to experience abundance for poverty, wisdom for superstition, and ignorance, peace for pain, joy for sadness, light for darkness, harmony for discord, faith and confidence for fear, and success for
VIP
from the law of averages. Certainly there can be no more blessing than these from a mental, emotional, and material standpoint. Most of the great scientists, artists, poets, singers, writers, and inventors have a deep understanding of the workings of the conscious and subconscious mind. Here's the example that he gives right here, the exercise that I'm going to apply and give you a practical application of. The great operatic tenor was struck with stage fright. He said his throat was paralyzed due to spasms caused by intense fear which constricted the muscles of his throat.
哇，可是很有钱哦。
He was ashamed
哪天
because
回来
in a
了？
few minutes he had to go out on the stage.
每个星期
In
哇
trepidation, he said, "They will laugh at me. I can't sing." Then he shouted in the presence of those behind the stage, "The little me wants to strangle the big me within." He said, "The little me, get out of here." So he's commanding his objective self. So he's commanding his subjective self to come out, and he's telling you, like, his little me is the objective self, like the his conscious self, and the big me that he refers to is his subconscious mind. So get out of here, the big me wants to sing through me. By the big me, he meant the limitless power and wisdom of his subconscious mind, and he began to shout, get out, the big me is going to sing now. So he commanded, get out, the big me is going to mind, and he began to shout, get out, the big me is going to sing now. So he commanded the subconscious mind, or he commanded his conscious mind to stop taking control and allow the limitless power and wisdom of his subconscious mind to take control. So his subconscious mind responded, releasing the vital forces within him. When the call came, he walked out on the stage and sang gloriously and majestically, enthralling the audience. It is obvious to you now that Crusoe must have understood the two levels of mind, the conscious or rational, and the subconscious or irrational level. Your subconscious mind is reactive and responds to the nature of your thoughts. When your conscious mind, the little me, is full of fear, worry, and anxiety, the negative emotions engendered in your subconscious mind, the big me, are released and flood the conscious mind with a sense of panic, foreboding, and despair. When this happens, you can, like Crusoe, speak affirmatively and with a deep sense of authority to the irrational emotions generated in your deeper mind as follows. Be still, be quiet. I am in control. You must obey me. You are subject to my command. You cannot intrude or you cannot belong. So this is how you command the subconscious mind to take control. Okay, so this is how you're telling your rational mind to get out of the way and let your irrational mind, which is the impersonal mind, which is the subconscious mind, to take control. So it's right here. Be still, be quiet. I am in control.
强者永远相信我。Fine.
So you're really not commanding the subconscious mind, yet you're actually instead commanding the conscious mind to allow the subconscious mind to take control. So it is fascinating and intensely interesting to observe how you can speak authoritatively and with conviction to the irrational movement of your deeper self, bringing silence, harmony, and peace to your mind. The subconscious is subject to the conscious mind, and that is why it is called subconscious or subjective. So I want to cover this a little bit better so we completely understand this part of this chapter.
I am so...
is commanding
我终于明白了 ，understand 一点点中。
You're commanding the subconscious mind to do something. So because the conscious mind has total control over the subconscious mind, so don't necessarily have to, which I kind of like this, you don't actually have to persuade the subconscious mind. You don't have to persuade the subconscious mind. You could actually command it this way by using these sort of affirmations, so to speak.
No,
But you're just saying
you have to.
statements like be still, be quiet, I am in control of you, because the conscious mind is in control of the subconscious mind. So you're saying I am in control of you. You must obey me. So investigating truth.
我这样来赶铃啊，我不是做很多，这样来赶铃啊，我做这样多，要来赶铃啊，我做这样多，要来赶铃，我做这样多，拜。咦，我做这么？No 啦，我做很多 ，I don't care， 我做很多。No, I don't care. I do a lot. I don't care. I don't care. 我做很多了。No， 不要在这里。Coming to you. Oh, one time.
This is a really good example to help people understand how the subconscious works with the conscious mind. Okay, so the conscious mind is like the navigator. The conscious mind is the navigator or the captain of the ship, basically controlling where it goes. Okay, so he directs the ship and signals orders to men in the engine room, who in turn control all of the boilers, instruments, gauges, etc. The men in the engine room do not know where they are going. They follow orders. They would go on the rocks if the man on the bridge issued faulty or wrong instructions based on his findings with the compass, sextant, or the other instruments. The men in the engine room obey him because he is in charge and issues orders which are automatically obeyed. Members of the crew do not talk back to their captain. They simply carry out orders. The captain is the master of his ship.
This needs to be done by this week. 这个星期就 drop 了吗 ？No further ado. Without further ado, do this without further ado. Do this without further ado. Without further ado. Without further ado. 拖延。
Based upon your conscious mind, what your conscious mind believes and accept as true. So this is a really good example.
对啊，反正都根本不需要读哦，也不需要。
Anyone else that works on your ship that actually runs the engines and controls where it goes, your ship goes, you are in command of that. That's the subconscious mind. So wherever you tell it, through your thoughts, your feelings, and your imagery, that's where all of the people controlling the ship are going to move it in those directions. So wherever you're telling it to go. So the captain is the master of the ship. So when you repeatedly say to people, I can't afford it, I can't do this, I can't do that, all these negativity, then your subconscious mind takes you at your word and sees to it that you will not be in the position to purchase what you want. As long as you persist in saying, I can't afford that car, I can't afford that trip to Europe, that home, that fur coat, you can rest assured that your subconscious mind will follow your orders and you will go through life experiencing the lack of all of these things. So this is very important here. The things that you're saying, the things that you're thinking, that's how you're commanding your ship. So everyone that works on your ship, that's moving it everywhere, you are the captain of your ship. So everyone that works on your ship, that's controlling the engines, controlling where the ship actually goes, is all based on your thoughts and your imagery and what you're thinking all the time. And what you're saying inwardly to yourself and even out loud. If you're saying inwardly or out loud or imagining that you can't afford something, then your subconscious mind takes you at your word and sees it that you will not be in the position to purchase what you want. So this is very, very important. Okay, so last Christmas Eve, a beautiful young university student dead an attractive and rather expensive traveling bag in a store window. She was going home to Buffalo, New York for the holidays. She was about to say, I can't afford that bag, but she recalled something that she had heard at one of my lectures, which was, never finish a negative statement. Reverse it immediately and wonders will happen in your life. She said, that bag is mine. It is for sale. I accept it mentally, and my subconscious sees to it that I receive it. At At 8 o'clock Christmas Eve, her fiance presented her with a bag exactly the same as the one she had looked at, and mentally identified herself with at 10 o'clock the same morning. She had filled her mind with the thought of expectancy and released the whole thing to her deeper mind, which is the subconscious mind, which has the know-how of accomplishment. This young girl, a student at the University of Southern California, said to me, I didn't have the money to buy that bag, but now I know where to find money and all the things that I need. And that is in the treasure house of eternity within me. Never finish a negative statement, reverse it. Another simple illustration is this. When you say, I do not like mushrooms, and the occasion subsequently comes that you are served mushrooms and sauces or salads, you will get indigestion because your subconscious mind says to you, the boss, your conscious mind, or the captain of your ship, does not like mushrooms. This is an amusing example of the outstanding differences in modes of operation of your conscious and subconscious mind. A woman may say, I wake up at 3 o'clock if I drink coffee at night. So whenever she drinks coffee, her subconscious mind nudges her as if to say, the boss wants you to stay awake tonight. So whether or not that coffee is really affecting her, the subconscious mind is going to keep her awake because she says that. She says, I wake up at 3 o'clock if I drink coffee at night. So even if the coffee wasn't affecting her at that point and keeping her awake, the subconscious mind is now going to keep her awake on its own. So your subconscious mind works 24 hours a day to make provisions for your benefit, pouring all the fruit of your habitual thinking into your lap. How her subconscious responded. A woman wrote me a few months ago as follows. I am 75 years old, a widow with a grown family. I was living alone, and on occasion I heard your lectures on the powers of the subconscious mind, wherein you said that ideas could be engaged of the subconscious mind by repetition, faith, and expectancy. I began to repeat frequently with feeling I am wanted. I am happily married to a kind, loving, and spiritual-minded man. I am secure. I kept on doing this many times a day for about 2 weeks. And one day at the corner drugstore, I was introduced to a retired pharmacist. I found him to be kind, understanding, and very religious. He was a perfect answer to my prayer. Within a week, he proposed to me. And now we are on our honeymoon in Europe. I know that the intelligence within my subconscious mind brought both of us together in divine order. This woman discovered that the treasure house was within her. Her prayer was felt as true in her heart, and her affirmation sank down by osmosis into her subconscious mind, which is the creative medium. She succeeded in bringing about a subjective embodiment. Her subconscious mind brought about the answer through the law of attraction. Her deeper mind, full of wisdom and intelligence, brought both of them together in divine order. Be sure that you think on whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Philippians chapter 4, verses 8. Alright, so we're going to have a brief summary now at the end of this chapter about the ideas that were raised in this chapter that are going to help you succeed in expressing your subconscious mind, using affirmations, and just understanding the difference that you're the captain of your ship. And the subconscious mind is the one that's controlling and moving and taking your commands. Go left, right, turn around, travel to different places, all based on your own commands. So be very careful of this. So let's cover with enumerated point number 1. The treasure house is within you. Look within for the answer to your heart's desire too. The great secret possessed by the great men of all ages was their ability to contact and release the powers of their subconscious mind. You can do the same. Your subconscious has the power to all problems. If you suggest to your subconscious prior to sleep, I want to get up at 6 a.m., it will awaken you at that exact time. Try this. Throughout the night, you can test it out for yourself and see how well it works. I want to get up at 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. or 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. Your subconscious mind will wake you up at that exact time. I've had things like that happen to me where I needed to wake up at a specific time. It was so important that I actually was thinking about my time. Even though I didn't set an alarm, I always woke up at that exact moment, that exact minute that I was supposed to wake up, my eyes open, looked at the clock, boom, it was right there. That's the power of the subconscious mind.